Hey guys, my name is Angelica Mack and I'm a LivBay lash artist. I've been doing lashes for 3 years now, and this channel is all dedicated to lashes and beauty. And go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't already so you can stay updated with what's going on with us. Today, I'm gonna give you guys a quick tutorial on how to add a pop of color to your eyelash sets. This is a really fun way to help clients who maybe fit in with a costume or bring out their natural eye color and just give them a pop of color that make them look so much more beautiful, make their sets look more beautiful. And today I'm gonna show you guys a hot pink pop of color in her full set. So today we're gonna be using the LivBay Lash C Curl 0.07 pink lashes. As you can see, they're very beautiful. This is just one of the many lashes that LivBay offers. They have a variety of different colors like blue, they have hot pink, they also have a rainbow tray as well, and they have purple. There's a lot of other ones that they have. If you just look on their website, you can see the variety of colors that LivBay offers. So I'm gonna show you guys 2 different ways to complete this service with adding a pop of color. The first one I'm gonna show you is just gonna be like a little hint of color from maybe a customer who has never had colored lashes before and they just wanna get just a little bit of pop of color. And then the other eye, I'm all gonna show you how to have color all throughout the set, which is one of my favorites because it is a very dramatic look. And this is for someone who maybe has had colored lashes before, or they just wanna go full-blown dramatic colored. So I'm going to show you both ways and hopefully they both work for you, but let's get started. Something you want to remember about when you are doing colored lashes is that you want to use clear glue. And today I'm going to be using the LivBay Lash clear glue. Black is a little bit too overpowering, especially for a hot pink or the lighter colored lashes. So I'm going to be using our LivBay Lash Hydrogel eye pad to kind of isolate the side of the eye. I'm going to be doing the pop of lash on the outside of the eye. And I'm just going to bring this over here. So this whole outside of the eye is isolated and we can see all of her lashes over here. As you can see, she has beautiful long lashes, which is awesome. Just make sure the colored lashes go well with the length that you're using already. So most colored lashes come in 0.07, which is what we offer here at LivBay. And so that means you can use a little less lashes since it's not necessary. It's a little bit thicker than a volume lash, which is 0.05. So using 0.07 means you don't necessarily have to use as much hair because it's already a little bit heavier. I would say a really good amount to pick up from the lash strip is about 5 to 6 lashes for the colored lashes. Because like I said, it's already 0.07. You don't want it to be too heavy, although she does have very healthy lashes. You don't want it to be too heavy. Also, I wanted to mention this clear glue is 1 to 2 second dry time. So just remember that when you're applying it on the lash and when you're making the fan. Adding colored lashes is a really great way to upsell your services, and it shows some expertise. It helps build a stronger relationship with your client because they can come back and you can offer a lot of different colors. Like for Halloween, you can do orange. For Christmas, you can do green and red. For Memorial Day, I did blue, red, and white. So those are so many fun things that you can add with colored lashes, and it helps upsell your services, and just all around, it's just so good and it's so cute. I wanted to mention when you add lashes to your client's fills or the full set, it doesn't necessarily make the service longer, but it does require some expertise and some methodology as far as placing it where, when, and the length. So don't be too stressed out about making your set times longer. Just be more concerned about placing it in the right area and making sure it's the right color for your client. So far, I've added about 15 to 20 lashes on this outside of the eye. So it really is going to help it pop a lot more, not only from the color, because obviously this is a very bright color, but from the density of the fans that I've created. If you're doing colored lashes, you want to make sure the lengths of the lashes go well with the shape of the eye and the shape of the set that you already have in mind. So if you're doing a cat eye, 10 to 14, you want to make sure that 14 all of the 14s are gonna be the color that you want. If you're gonna do this style particular, where it's just popping on the outside, but if you're gonna do colored all throughout, you still wanna keep in mind the lengths that you're gonna have. So if you're gonna do a cat eye, 10 to 14, make sure you have some 10s in there that are blue, 11s that are blue, 12s, 13, just go along with the style of lash that you're doing. Instead of doing spiky, more wispier sets with colored lashes, you really want to try to remain to those lengths being the same all across, because it really helps give that pop of color. It's a lot more fuller and it looks really, really good when you have different lengths that are, like I said, the same lengths of the cat eye going all the way throughout the eyelid, because it just really helps it pop a lot more. So we're all done with adding the pop of color on the outside of her eye. We're gonna take off the iPad. And this is why I really love our iPads, because it really does not stick to the hairs. As you can see, that was effortless. It just pulls off. And we're gonna go in with our spoolie. So I'm gonna show you guys the second method that I mentioned, and that is gonna be color all the throughout. This is a very dramatic look, and this is just a recommendation. Like I said, it is totally up to the client's preference, but this is just a really, really cute way to give a very dramatic look. And this hot pink and this black is gonna look super good. So let's get started. As you guys can see, this is a fill, and we're gonna be adding a pop of color all over her lashes. And what I like to do to really make sure it goes all the way throughout the eyelid is to use our iPad, our hydrogel iPad, pull up the lashes, and you can see all of those lashes at the bottom. Sometimes they're gonna be a little stubborn, so if you need to just tuck them under there, you can do that. So let's get started. I always make sure I move my client's head a little bit over, because I am right-handed. And you're just kind of gonna go in and just start adding the lashes. As you can see, it's fairly isolated already, and you're just going in and adding them. If you need to, you can always add tape on the outside of the iPad. I always tape on the outsides right here. I mean, it'll help it stay in place. Remember, less is more when you're dealing with this glue. When you're doing color throughout, you want to make sure you can get as many lashes as you can with that color. Since this is a fill, we're going to get all the open lashes, and you can still add black. Just because you are doing a fill with a color addition to it, it does not mean that you have to necessarily use all that color. But I would say 70 to 80% of the lashes needs to be that color if you want to do it all throughout the lash. Now that we have the bottom layer done, we can take off the iPad and get started with adding some lashes all the way throughout. This is primarily mostly done. The fill is, I would say, about 70% done, since you have so many lashes done on the bottom. As you can see, look at that. That looks really, really good so far. It's really good texture, and you can see how wispy it is. So now we're just gonna add some lashes throughout her eyelid. Do some in the front. You want to make sure when you are doing when you are doing the inner corners of the lashes, since this is a heavier lash, you don't want to pick up too many, because it is 0.07. So those inner lashes are usually a lot lighter and thinner. So you don't want to use a lot of lashes on these inner corners, but you still want to make sure you do add color, but maybe nothing too drastic. Maybe like 1 or 2 fans would look really great on the inner corners. Now that we finished the bottom lash, we added a couple more on the top. So it gives it an overall full look. Like I said, you want to evenly disperse them throughout the eyelid. Now we can see how this dramatic color throughout the entire eyelid looks. And then we are going to use our LivBay mister. Cannot forget this step. And then we are using our bladeless fan, which is super, super cute. I always go with fanning for at least 45 seconds to a minute per eye. You want to make sure you can cure the glue. You are drying off the distilled water from the mister. And now she's ready to open up her eye. Let's see the finished result. It is all throughout, as you can see. It's literally starting from the outside of her lash line and going all the way into the corners. And you can see that texture, you can see the wispiness of it. You can always add more, but I think this is a really, really good start for someone who's maybe never had colored lashes before, or for someone who's even had colored lashes before and they just want to change it up the color. It's super dramatic in my opinion. I love it. I think the pink and back looks really good. So this is the second method that we talked about earlier on how to achieve the pop of color. Thank you so much for watching our video. I really hope you guys got some value from this. Something that I want to ask you guys is, what is a color that you would want to use on your next client? Please leave it in the comments below. I'd love to know. My favorite color is pink. Let us know what your favorite color is and what you're going to use on your next client. Can't wait to see the pictures and tune in for the next video.